If recessions are followed by recoveries and booms by slowdowns, a pattern emerges. Economies move in cycles rather than straight lines. This recurring rhythm is called the business cycle, and recognizing it helps put any single moment in context. The business cycle describes the tendency of economies to move through repeating phases of expansion and contraction over time. In an expansion, the economy grows, output rises, jobs increase, spending and confidence build. This can continue for years, sometimes building into a boom. Eventually, growth slows and may reverse into a contraction or recession, where activity falls. Then, in time, a recovery begins and a new expansion starts. The cycle repeats. It helps to picture it as a wave. The economy rises to a peak, turns down into a trough, then climbs again. These phases do not last fixed amounts of time. Expansions and contractions vary in length and intensity, but the up and down pattern recurs across history. Understanding the cycle brings a useful perspective. Good times do not last forever, and neither do bad ones. Each phase tends to give way to the next. It reminds us that a boom may eventually cool and that a downturn is usually followed by renewed growth, helping people avoid both panic in slumps and overconfidence in booms. For example, looking back over decades, a person sees their country's economy repeatedly boom, slow into recession, then recover, the same up and down business cycle playing out again and again. Economic conditions, policies, and measurements vary from one country to another, and they change over time. Economists themselves disagree about causes and cures, so check what applies where you live. The main lesson is simple. The business cycle is the recurring pattern of economic ups and downs, expansions and contractions, that economies tend to move through over time rather than growing in a straight line.